good evening, and good night to everybody watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. You are tuned in to Mike in the Night, episode 489. It is 3 a.m., and something is moving you. The voice of the Commonwealth. You are tuned in to Mike in the Night. I hope everyone can hear me well. I'm getting a very decent Wi-Fi signal here. I'm at the hotel. I'm on the road, guys, and Lex Report in the house. I'm on the road. We'll be back with Rumble Wednesdays and regular Mike of the Nights on Saturday night. But I'm on the road, and I just wanted to kind of, everyone is kind of like sleeping, so I wanted to kind of come out and do a live stream for you. And what was so nice here. I'm in a small town, well, no, a medium-sized city, a very well-established city here in British Columbia called Penticton. It's really nice here, and I've been bombarded with people messaging and asking, "Hey, man, you're always, on cue with Mike in the Night on Saturdays, right?" So, yeah, I am exhausted, so won't stay long, but I'll call in next week. Yeah, for sure. I won't be doing, of course, I won't be doing call-ins because I just, unfortunately, I'm just doing this mobile version here for you guys just to talk a little bit and find out what's going on. Apparently, Donald Trump is saying he's going to jail on Tuesday. Lunes, martes. Tuesday, martes. Segunda-feira, terça-feira. Tuesday. So that's what's going around. That's what I saw. And the banking is crashing. Arrest Donald Trump. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. I think the worst thing that guy did, one of his worst professional, was to run for, just to try and save. He's, I understand, let's put in policies, let's start cracking down, let's start, anytime you throw anything against the big agenda, they'll shame you, they'll do whatever it is they have to do to you, to destroy you. And they did it to John F. Kennedy. They did it to Abraham Lincoln because he was making a Yankee greenback currency that didn't require the Bank of England. So if you start connecting the dots, anybody out there that's set to help or want to help is, we have to jailbreak Trump. Yeah, anybody but if you actually go into the Biden crime family, it's worse than the Clinton family. The Biden criminal enterprise family is so much worse. I'm going to put up a poll for you guys to vote and find out who is actually more of a criminal element in America. Is it the Biden family or the Clinton family? I know it's not the Trump family. I know the Clintons and the Someone's saying, I wonder who's going to win next year. Who knows, man? Who knows anymore what's going to happen anymore? It's all rigged. None of this stuff is real. It's like kind of sit back and watch the show. We're watching a show on a grand stage. That's all we're doing, folks. And that's where it's going, right? Now, let me give you guys a little view of where I'm at. I'm in a parking lot, and it looks really nice parking lot here. It's really nice. You got some little nice landscape over there. A couple of buildings. A nice hotel here. And it's really nice. I'm enjoying my time here, and I got one more night. Here, so I'm gonna be, doing my thing. So, and it's all a soap opera. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. All of it. It's just big smoke and mirrors. A big yeah, they win, is what Spark Drive is saying. That's what happens in the end. They're gonna, again, it's so out of our, I still remember, and you know what? You want to know something, guys? When Donald Trump was running for presidency, when he was ready to run for president, when he was ready and he was going to announce that he was going to run, I already said he was going to win. He is going to win because he's against... Most of the establishment already doesn't like him. And he's going to shake things up. And that's what America needs, a good shake-up. America needed... And he went down to go visit the border wall. I still remember. And all these celebrities were making fun of him. I can't find a single video I made where I said Donald Trump will win the election. And I've said it, and it's not, I mean, it's a 50-50 prediction. It's not really a prediction. You got two people running. One of the two are going to win, and your odds are 2 to 1, right? Or 1 to 2, 2 to 1 odds, right? So, no. Yeah, no. It's not really a prediction. But I said that Donald Trump was going to win the election because America needs a good shakeup. And man, the media wouldn't let up, and this and racism and other countries. Like here where I live in Canada, everyone pisses their pants when they hear Donald Trump. Oh, that guy's a racist. If you follow him, you're a racist. Here in Canada, everyone's nuts when it comes to something like that. The people that I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Trump 1 is saying, hey, Mike, how you doing, Trump 1? I live in Penticton, Mike. Right now, I'm bundled up with a cold listening to you. Enjoy your time here. Okay, so Sandy lives here. Yeah, no, I'm just chilling here, and I'm in this hotel here. And I got the Wi-Fi working out here. You know, I was going to go on my balcony to do this live stream for you guys. In my room, there's a nice balcony. Every light on every balcony is working except mine. It's like, you can't make this stuff up. All right, who else is out there tonight? Come on. Tell us where you're at. Yeah, Sandy, get better. We got Trump 1. We got Alessandra the Great. We got Priscilla Prescott in the house. Hello, Mike. The world is a stage, and the men and women are merely players. Yeah, and we got NPCs too that are running things. Non-player contact. We talked about NPCs back in 2017 on Mike in the Night. How do we legitimately have non-player contacts in this world that are just here? They're soulless. They don't have a soul, obviously, because if they did, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing to us all these years, right? So I don't know. It just makes you wonder. It kind of I don't know. It kind of starts. You start questioning more, right? Instead of getting the answers you think you're getting, you just start to question more things in the end, right? All right, I'm having my red rose tea here, complimentary of the hotel. Oh, there's a lot of people out walking their dogs tonight. It's a beautiful night here in British Columbia. Keep prepping, keep staying awake. Good night. And then we got Dan in Wareton, Ontario. Okay. Listening from Ottawa. My wife and I loved your time in Penticton back in 2021. Okay. Then we got Arona saying hello, Mike. And then Mr. Ellis saying, hey, people. Bitcoin pumping this week, says low roller scratcher in the house. Very heavily connected guy. Sorry, guys, we're going to go back to our regular Wednesday night and Saturday night show on Mike in the Night. Wednesday night Rumble this Wednesday, don't forget. We'll go back to normal. I just had this road trip I had to do. So we got, Aquarian Girl from Montreal, Quebec. How's the weather out there? Is it it's actually warm here where I am. Oh, we got Buddy there from Facebook listening in Kentucky. The Priest of Baal. Nancy McEnvoy in the house. How you doing? Yeah, low roller BTC is looking good. Yeah. I'm gonna have my red rose tea here. Nancy just got a notification from Indiana. Very cold tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of almost in the middle of America. Just a bit east, a little bit east in the middle east of the United States. Oh, we got Carl G from Ireland. Well, thanks for joining us. I don't know. I'm on Lakeshore Boulevard. Oh, we got Grant Bennett from Australia. How you doing, buddy? The Sitcom Bank had Chinese techs, startup companies. Yeah, the guys. Okay, so here goes. Tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday for me. Tomorrow I think 6 p.m., the markets will be opening up in Australia, the ASX. Now, I need you to keep an eye on what's happening with the Australian Stock Exchange come Sunday night, our time, Sunday evening, our time. I think you're going to hear it here, and I think they're going to stop trading. They're going to halt trading because I think there's a lot of people shorting Bank of Australia, Westpac, Royal Bank of Australia, RBA. I'm just trying to think of the other banks there. I think they're going to be, there's a lot of shorts on those banks, and I think what's going to happen is I think the market's going to go nuts come Monday morning in Australia, our Sunday. So we're going to forecast on our Sunday here what's happening in Japan with the Nikkei and with the NZX or the New Zealand and the Australian markets. Yeah, this is why Bitcoin is pumping since the banks are collapsing. This is moving way too fast, makes my head spin, says Nancy. Just listen to the show. You don't have to watch me. South Louisiana, bonjour, just found you a couple of months ago. That's Lady Cortales. And Low Roller Scratcher is predicting that Bitcoin is going to be 30 large by Monday. So, hey Mike, Massachusetts here. Got my Boston hat on. Massachusetts here. Is winter over? Sure feels like it here. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, like 8 degrees, 10 degrees centigrade where I am, like 55, 60. So.
Are you videoing?
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to come on?
You got that live or what?
Yeah, it's live.
Nice, bro. No, we'll see you later. You going to the bar or what?
Maybe later. I'll go get a wild turkey. I'll see ya. Yeah, so somebody is inviting me, somebody from the crew here is inviting me to come out and come out for a drink at the bar. I'm going to have a wild turkey meat. Anyways, okay, so what's the deal here? What's the deal? I don't know. I'm telling you. Sunday night, Western Hemisphere time, we will see what's happening in Australia. As sure as my name, something big is going to go down Monday morning. Okay, something might see a few ripples and start to spook investors that got their fingers ready on the pulse to sell. I have a feeling that's going to happen. Watch they don't spike your drink and take you home. The bank never loses. Do you have a 5G phone? I don't think, my phone's over a year old, a year and a half. I don't think I have a 5G. Thought you weren't on this fine evening. Yeah, I'm not really on. I just had to do a last minute thing, like everyone's sleeping now, so I just came outside to take care of some business, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a couple of motorcycles out. There's a couple of motorcycles out, guys. Like actual people riding motorcycles. So it looks like we are 0 weeks out. We are in spring. So I'm kind of excited about that, to be honest with you guys. This dark winter is over, man. We're in spring. I could sleep out here if I have to. So Mike is living the dream. No, I'm just living the life, a basic lifestyle, getting by just like everyone else is. Trump got arrested today? No, they say he's going to get arrested Tuesday. Terça-feira. Terça-feira is Tuesday in Portuguese. In Spanish is martes. He's going to get arrested on Tuesday. So we got Pritchard. Somebody lied us from Pritchard. Pritchard. Is that Pritchard, Ontario? We got Tom Vickers, 322-22 March 2023. So we're running some numbers here in the background for you guys here on Mike in the Night. Bang. That's the dream. Saw a guy out in the Mustang 5-liter today. Still snow here. Oh. Trump diversion. Pritchard is just down the road from me, Miguel. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not sure. I've heard the name. I know Someone look up if there's a Pritchard, Ontario, too, because I've heard it. I think it's just outside of Windsor. So, Supreme Cannon in the house, baby. Supremo, I am in... It's a really nice town here. I really like this town. So, we got Justin Shaw in the house. Hope there's an uprising if Trump gets arrested. There might be protests, for sure. And this whole thing, like, okay, hey, guys, hi, how are you? The banks are crashing today. Arrest Donald Trump now. That's what's happening. Okay, who else is here? Maybe Pope. Maybe the shocker. The shocker of arrest. Maybe. Need more thumbs up, says Raj. Supreme Canon say, can't see them holding up for more than a few hours. If it happens. Hey mate, how you? Hi. That's guys. Heiza says, go over and subscribe to him. We are doing good. Man, maybe I should stand like this. It looks better behind me. Someone say, Kurishku malamanyadu. Kurishku malamanyad. Mike, are you live? Yes, I am. I'm just doing a mobile live this week, guys. I'll be back on Rumble Wednesday, and then we'll be back on regular Mike on Saturday. That's not your shop. No, I'm just somewhere. I'm just somewhere in Penticton. So, hold on. Never forget Trump Operation Warp Speed. Say no more. That's it. Yeah, once that kicked off, I was like, the whole steam ran out. And the Raven was right. I'm not going to doubt him one bit. The Raven was right. The Raven knew what he was talking about, and the Raven understood what the situation was. And he was dead to rights on that. When he knew that, they're all part of the stuff. All the agenda, when cabinet members are all part of that. So we got Francis going crazy with the retirement. Yeah, so they want to raise the retirement age in France. Is it 62 or 64? I can't remember. But guess what? They want to raise it in Canada to 72. They've already talked about this several times. I think it's 67 in Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think they want to raise it now to 72. For good luck, good luck, Someone saying it's 64. Is that in France? Where's the Raven? Haven't heard from him. You know what? I'll call him. I tried calling him the other day. But you know what? I'll call him. I'll get a hold of him. I'll get him on the show next week, if I can. So Pritchard is east of Kamloops. I'm coming to see you, says David. Yeah, you have to come on Tuesday through Saturday, because I'm closed Sundays and Mondays, right? What else? Retirement age will have... Hold on. Will have to be raised... Damn, it's going too fast. Retirement age will have to be raised on a regular basis from now on. Then Western world is... the Western world is insolvent. Yeah, we are insolvent. We've been in a recession for I don't know how many years now. I think when the repo markets were going nuts and the bond markets were going off the charts, around that time I think, okay, we're in a recession. Now we're going into a depression. Both my parents died at 74, says T. Lawton. Low roller sketcher, senior citizens deserve universal basic income and free health care. So all truth and freedom is saying, David, we need to chat. I'm nearby. So this is how people connect via Mike in the Night, right? I know of people that have met or connected with each other that watch the show in Australia. I'm not making this up. And there's people that have connected in New Zealand and people in the States. Like I know Dano, artbydano.com, not your typical art. Dano, you know Dano, right, on the show? Dano met up with other people on the show on Mike in the Night and met up with them and did road trips together. So, I don't know, it's just hard finding like-minded people with like-minded skills or like-minded thoughts. So we don't feel, I don't know, like outcasted all the time, Hold on, let me see if anyone's commenting. I don't know why my comments get shut off. Here it is. So we got Big Rob New Zealand in the house. That's how people end up in trunks. says Papa Piste. Susie saying Papa Piste Clown Trunk. We are the truthers, says Starling 2222. Hello, Mike. Hope all as well as buddy, says Rick Hunter, sports, horror, and conspiracy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I know you haven't been feeling well, Rick Hunter. I know you haven't been feeling well lately, but I hope you're feeling better now. Supreme Canon, don't blame the senior citizens. Create national debt. To create national debt, blame. Oh, hold on. This is moving too fast here. Blame. What was that? Oh, I lost that. Blame the politicians. Create a huge national debt clock. Is it true they say about Mike in the Night live stream going live on Odyssey in a few minutes? Well, no. I'm not on Odyssey right now. We don't have any. We don't have anything on. I'm not at the house. I'm on the road today. This Saturday. I'm on a family trip. The event's going really good, guys. Yep, there are fires in the streets of Paris. We'll cover that, guys. When we get back on Wednesday's show, we'll cover the Paris riots, the Israel riots, the problems. There's already a few sparks down in South America, so a little bit of tensions in Argentina and Brazil. Brazil's been, since that fixed election with Bolsonaro getting with that Lula guy getting in, the criminal. I think he's been arrested 2 times. Mike Martins, you should duplicate your live chat on Rumble. I don't know if I could do that on my phone. DC, I just sent you a friend request via Facebook. The end of the times, you have no say, says Paula Ram up. No garbage services in Paris either. That's the default. That's the infrastructure defaulting. So when you got no one picking up garbage, like I said in a video earlier today, you got no garbage pickup for 1 week. It's annoying. 2 weeks, you get frustrated. 3 weeks, you want to take someone's head off because the garbage piles up. And if there's no one to maintain the infrastructure, the country starts to fall apart. And I think this is what the elites want to see more disarray, so they can usher in and bring in more BS laws. Free to disagree, and certainly seniors who live sensibly should be left alone. But no, the rest voted for 5 decades of deficits to intend to leave it all to the grandchildren. See, Supreme Canon's right. Mike, like I have said many times, Mike, we're back at 2019 again. Yeah, we're back at the year of the protest, right? But here's the little icing on the cake here, folks. We're back at the year of the protest. Okay, 2019, the year of the protest. What was 2020? The year of the lockdown. 2021, the year of the forced injection. 2022, right? 2022 was the year of the protest again. 2023, the year of the coffin. 2024, outright government-sanctioned murder. I believe, wholeheartedly, that governments are just going to sanctionally start murdering people via support of the government of some sorts. And I think, in my opinion, it's just going to be, they're going to normalize. They normalized MAID. They normalized assisted suicide. That was totally normalized. So how do you explain that, right? So, yeah, 2023, the year the bank collapsing, to usher in Takura. I wasn't addressing you, Papa Pissed. You're scaring me, Mike. They normalize LGBT. Jackie is saying depopulation. Guys, you know what it is, and I'm being straight up here, is they're all out of ideas, right? We're winning. I know it doesn't seem, a lot of people say, Mike, why do you say you're winning? These guys are freaking out. Remember the Mike in the Night we did 8 weeks ago? I think we had Supreme Canon on. We are winning. They're out of ideas. Now the banks are collapsing. You could only arrest Donald Trump one time and put him in jail. One time. You're not going to be putting Donald Trump in jail every day. So once he gets put away, what's the next distraction? Okay, don't want to see seniors living under a bridge, says Supreme Canon. I'm all for housing and feeding them comfortably out of basic respect, but the young should be getting priority, and they aren't. Not happening. NW New World Order is falling. Don't be afraid, people. Normalizing abortion and transhumanism and death of family and murder of innocents. Yeah, cash is useless now, says Low Rose Scratcher. Nancy McAvoy saying, now, now you give me hope. Um, you sound, you sound broke, mingle, and bitter. I was offering solutions, says Papa Paste. No whining, no whining. I'm afraid, says Tob. Is that Tob? Toby. Sorry. Grant is saying, it's the small hats, false flag. Yeah, Jesus, our only hope for the storm to come. Wow, a lot of people wearing shorts out here today. It's actually really nice. I'm actually enjoying this road, this Mike in the Night road trip special edition here with you guys. Let's take a moment to pray together. I was actually praying today. Praying for all the people. So Bonnie's saying, yep. How much was the hotel? I don't know, like $130 a night. Men, is your duty stand up for your family. Grow some. Stop being fraidy cats. Grow some cojones. Where's your balls? What movie was that? Where's your... Oh, Scarface. Yeah, I think it was... Yeah, Al Pacino. Scarface, right? Do you think they would kill Trump if they put him in jail? Who knows, man? Toilet paper? Toilet paper could kill anybody. You could hang yourself with it, right? Stand behind the men and maybe they would. Fear is how they control us, says Justin Shaw. Justin Shaw in the house here tonight on Mike in the Night. Mobile version, in just very mobile here. Mobility. Say hello to my... I wish I was home right now. I'll play that clip for you guys. But we'll get back to regular Mike in the Night this Wednesday on Wednesday Night Rumble, and then Saturday on regular Mike in the Night. It's the end of times, babyface. Baby, brace yourself. All this evil is crap. It's all meant to happen. I highly encourage all to go watch the Master Voice and Conflict Fire by Eric D. Hall to find out what is going on and what's to happen and why 5 was and how. Okay, that was a lot of reading there. Oh man. Well, it's a really nice night out tonight, man. I'm really enjoying being out here with you guys tonight. Okay, let me switch hands here. It's just sometimes my arm gets tired, right? Okay. Currently looking these days of Noah out there. You look like you lost some weight. I don't know. I just haven't been eating much sugar lately. I've been exactly, Elizabeth. Now Ontario's getting flooded. 5 double yours. What? Okay. Believe on Jesus, on your eternal salvation. Jesus is coming. And then the next journey in the house. Don't forget to... Sugar is poison. Yeah. I've cut sugar out for 2 weeks now. I had some accidentally. I had some honey mustard on some chicken by accident. But that's the first time I had sugar in 2 weeks. And I feel so much better without consuming sugar. What it does, it makes me feel... It makes me feel inflamed, like inflammation. BTC at 27 large. Big Rob New Zealand is checking that for us live. Markets are going to open in Australia Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening our time. Guys, take a look at the markets in Australia. I'm telling you, something's going to go down. I know ASX and a couple of big banks there are being shorted to death. So just be careful with that. Keep an eye on that if you want to keep an eye on what's happening in the market. I have a feeling it's going to happen in Australia Sunday night our time, and they're going to halt trading. They're going to halt trading here in the West. Watch. Unpasteurized honey is good. Yeah, I have raw honey. Elizabeth, I'm going through it in Quebec. We're overrun. Now the natives... Mike, can you travel? Okay, this is going too fast here. Mike, can you travel freely in Canada without the... Yes, yeah, I could travel in Canada anywhere. What's up with what's going down? That's Jefe Salcero in the house. So everyone took the juice, and now it's your recognition, not your freaking face. Everybody have the same face. Bitcoin 30 large on Monday. Yeah, we got low roller scratcher basically throwing out there what is going to happen with Bitcoin Monday. If they halt trading, you're going to see Bitcoin and gold and silver skyrocket. You'll see that skyrocket. You'll see that go to the moon. Wake up and smell the coffee, says Jefe Salcero. It's happening in New York, Amazon. Yeah, they're going to be hacking a lot of private sector jobs, so there's going to be a lot of private sector workers that are going to be out of work soon, and they're going to have to go work for the government to make money, right? Oh, there's going to be a lot of banks are just getting warmed up. Someone asked me if I'm predicting more bank collapses. These banks are so intertwined and interwoven with each other, you have no idea. They're all in bed with each other, especially the banks that were laundering incredible amounts of money. I think you're going to see the Bank of England go into a major problem next week, and I think you're going to see again the Bank of Australia, RBA is going to have problems. Royal Bank of Australia, Westpac. What's that other one? That big something savings and coastal savings or something in Australia. Yeah, hold on. Someone's got breaking news here. This just in, breaking news happening right now. There's a recall on all killer virus toilet paper on 70%. Scientists are stunned. LOL. Have a great night. Peace. That's Tom. Hi everyone. Prayers for all of us. From Hamilton, Ontario. Man, I haven't been to Hamilton, Ontario in so long now. Oh, I'm gonna have to like put my kind of getting tired here, folks. So someone says, I think this month. What else is happening here? Wow, I have 120 people watching this thing. Okay, small community banks are going down. You got to be careful with a lot of those private sector, privately owned institutions. They could be okay if they didn't over leverage. Like if you had a good underwriter, like if you had a really good underwriter at a good private banking institution, and he knew his risk and analysis, and he knew his needs and analysis, okay, and could calculate a proper TDS and a CGS, they would actually they would have that mortgage approved up to a 4% rate hike. And if the person with their income, okay, can't afford a 4% rate hike, they wouldn't approve the deal. They would tell them to go to a more traditional big bank that will take on higher risk. Now the big banks are not taking higher risk, right? So people are going into secondary banking options, right? But some of the small banks, again, if they have a good underwriter and a good risk analysis in a small branch and actually understood the fallouts, because I could look at a mortgage, a credit score, and an underwritten deal. I could look all three of them, and I could tell you this deal is going to fall apart in 6 months. This guy is going to default in a year. This guy is going to default in 5 years. I could tell you what's going to happen. Small banks won't pay ball with carbon credit footprint, Mike. They know that. Streamer shoulder is real condition, but selfie sticks look funny. No, I'm gonna be back at home next. I'm gonna be back at home tomorrow. I'm just here now, just with you guys here tonight. Maybe go through this abandoned garage here tonight on Mike in the Night. Yeah, let's see what's going on down here. Oh, it's the pool. Oh, there's a pool out there. There's a pool. Yeah, bank. There's gonna be huge. I was looking at a video we made back in 2019 about runoffs, and then I found an older one from 2014 about bank runs and bail-ins. What's happening with bail-ins, right? I'm just gonna go throw this in the garbage here. You are tuned in to Mike in the Night, live in Penticton, the voice of the Commonwealth. So anyways, where is everybody at tonight? Wow, we got over 100 people watching. Okay, what do we got? Papa Pissed, what's happening in your area? Hey, Mike from Montreal. We got quite a few people from Quebec tonight. What time is it there? 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably like 11 o'clock there now. 11 p.m. Hey, Mike from Boston, Mass. Oh, man. More and more people are tuning in from Massachusetts. Like, where my Boston had too. Yeah, I used to go to Massachusetts, like, as growing up. I would go, have family in Massachusetts. I'd go every summer, all the time, like for 11 summers in a row growing up as a kid. And we'd go to Attleboro. We'd go to Seekonk. We'd go, obviously, to Boston. We'd go to Fall River. We'd go to Cape Cove. We'd go all over Massachusetts. We take the Massachusetts Turnpike. The world is broken, yeah? Hello from Arizona. Yeah, I've been to Tucson, Phoenix. Yeah, I've been to Arizona. Still snowing, someone says. Vancouver Island checking in. That's Hobbies Hobo. Carl G in the house. 3:50 a.m. here in Ireland. That's right. That's right. 3:50 a.m. in Ireland. Are you in Belfast or are you in Dublin? That's Carl. Yeah, I think Carl's in Belfast. No, yeah, he's in Belfast. I remember. We got to get Carl to call back in to find out what the hell is going on over there. Prepper Ridge Farms remembers when banks had to keep reserves. Yeah, banks needed to keep reserves. I think was it every dollar they put out, they had to have what, 10%? No, that's fraction. No. I'm thinking of fractional reserve lending. I'm sorry. 7-Eleven, you can get free unlimited Slurpee by going to 7-Eleven. Now you are forced to download the app to get a free Slurpee. Papa Piss is in Bonsier, Caroline. Bonsoir, Caroline. I've been from Winslow, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma. Hey, isn't that from Johnny Cash's song, I've Been Everywhere? Yeah. Oh, so good to hear from you guys. So good to see you guys. Man, I didn't even know if we were going to do... I honestly did not know if we were going to do a Mike in the Night tonight because, I don't know, I just... You know, we got a road thing going on. I got some light here, folks. There we go. I found some light there. What else is going on? Oh, the comments are going here, but it's not going up. Sounds like an old Steve Miller song. Keep rolling it, dude. It says Grindhouse Cartoons. Art by Dano.com. Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Yeah, that's a keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Bank is no different in crypto scams like the FTX exchange at Mike Martin. What's wrong with people? The bank never loses. No, banks end up losing their shirts, folks, and banks end up creating. Banks take on too much risk, right? And a lot of their asset sheet is all bogus too. So then they could take loans on the assets that they think they're owned, that they think you think they own, right? Lord Humongous in the house. My mortgage is held by a credit union. They wouldn't let me go 30. They won't let go 30 years because of my age is 58. So they had to do 20 years. Dan the Van Dan saying, keep on rocking me, baby. Yeah, Steve Miller Band. My bad. F Banks. Yeah, Lord Humongous will tell you what he thinks about banks. He'll tell you real quick in a heartbeat what a bank is and what banking institutions are all about. We'll get him on Mike in the Night next week. On the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Bank solvency funding. Whoa. Banana split show. Anyone REM them. I went from Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, everyone's writing out the lyrics to this song. Look at China. People protested bank last year. People are not playing around with their money. I'm ready. Only 2 thumbs up. Says Tom. Splits burp burp. Become your own bankers. Yep. Start taking care of your own stuff. You know, start investing in more tangible assets. Northern California, where the girls are warm, says Art by Dano. I was at the bank ATM after hours, and there were 5 people ahead of me. Folks are scared, Mike. Oh yeah, that's M Howell 99. F Banks will be a good rock star name. F Banks, yeah. I heard the CBDC will start in May. I don't think they could roll it out that fast. March, April, May. No one's gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna fly. Nobody has confidence. Nobody has confidence in any of that shit. So. Stack brass and lead. Ren is up and coming Welsh music. Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul. Says Cypher Gray. Banks have no money. Yeah, well, they have to do. All their lending is like fractional reserves, so they don't even have the money in their accounts to back up what they have out or what they've lent out. So technically or theoretically, just theoretically, okay? Theoretically, I think you could go to court against the bank and prove that the bank did not physically have the money on its premises to lend you that day when they gave you that loan. And if you could prove that and you could get a judge to hear it, I'm pretty sure you could go and say, well, I'm very willing and able to prove that the bank did not have the funds to cover that loan at that location on that day. Oh, we got John Ling in the house. Yep, they're gonna have an excuse to usher it, and they will say they have no choice. Well, because they're gonna be bank runs, right? And this is something we've been warning people about, because why have we been warning people about this for this long, and bail-ins and all this? Why? And the housing market, all this stuff. It's because they're playing with our futures. They're taking advantage of us. They're taking it away from us. They let us live our lives. Let us be who we want to be. Stop with this shit. People are getting tired of this. What time is it, folks? Let's see what time it is here. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Weak men create hard times. We have no leader in Canada. That's right. Yeah, that's the problem. Canada, Mike called it on bank nationalized. They have to. They have to federalize the whole friggin' country. The construction. All the road maintenance are not going to be subcontracted anymore through Teamsters. All the road maintenance, all the stuff they subcontracted out to private sector workers, that's all going to be federalized. Everything is going to be federal. They're going to federalize your transportation via transporting your goods, I mean. Klaus Schwab is the leader of Canada. All banks are interconnected. Yeah, all banks are interconnected with banks in New Zealand and Australia. Remember, Lord Humongous, we're talking about Westpac? Same thing. Same problem. All these night owls tonight. Glad to see you here. Wait till they start seizing assets. Yeah, watch. You'll see. They changed the laws in 2012. Yeah, it's called the deregulation of the banking system. When you deregulate something, the federal level of government has more reach into it, right? And the banks could go all out and invest your money on high risk assets. And if they fail, oh well, they get bailed out by the taxpayer anyway, right? King Charles is leader of the clause. Better here than risking more babies. Supreme. Russia's cut off the SWIFT system and they're not worried about a thing. Yeah, what would they worried for? This way, they're not part of the SWIFT system. They don't have to worry about I think a collapse now wouldn't cause them any major issues because they're not part of it anymore, right? They were taken off the system. It's always the population who have to pay for the mess. That's correct. Rooting for Putin, says Mingle64. Not too big to implode, says Lord Humongous. Yawning is contagious. You'll own nothing and be happy. We got Vigilant Patriot Media. Sup, everybody. They've been playing grab assets. I don't think they're too big to fall, man. Look at the Titanic, the unsinkable ship. It was supposed to be unsinkable. It was supposed to be, God's gift to, to man, to sail the ocean in such luxury. Ended up sinking. No 18 Z-Bugs. We got Crosshatch in the house. Guys, we will go back to our regular scheduled Mike of the Night from our studio at home. This Wednesday, we'll do Wednesday Night Rumble. Get over to Rumble and subscribe to me, please, if you can. Just type in Mike Martin's channel. And go ahead and subscribe to me there. We'll be live this Wednesday on Wednesday Night Rumble. And then on Sunday, we'll be back. Next Saturday, we'll be back to regular hours. Regular slated or slotted Mike of the Night. So there's a lot of people here talking amongst themselves in the comments. I'd rather eat bugs at that point, says Lord Humongous. Eat the rich is Supreme Cannon. 15-minute cities coming to a city near you, says CJ. You know, guys, that 15-minute city model is pretty much a good chunk of Europe. Like, if you live in these rural small cities in Europe, and before the invention of the car, and well, there was horse and carriage and stuff, but everything in a lot of these, like the city of Merritt where I live in, everything anywhere in my city is a 15-minute walk. Anywhere in the city. If I want to walk to the post office, I can. It's like 14 minutes from my house. If I want to walk to my store, it's 18 minutes. If I want to walk, no, it's not 18. It's a little, it depends. Yeah, but it's within the 15-minute parameter, right? But who else is there? Do you think lockdown was a great way to test out the Guidestone numbers? Nah. That they had to pull the trigger on the pandemic. They had no choice. The financials were going nuts. In 2019, everything was going haywire. The repo markets, the bond markets, everything was with no confidence in anything. Banks didn't trust each other. Banks did not trust each other, and it was a big problem. And there was no confidence in government. Period. And people were protesting. They were done with it. Did you short bank stock this month? Did you make tons of money? No, I didn't. I didn't short any banks. In Mexico, they already call area sectors in that. Is that not communism? No, like, okay, in Mexico City, yeah, no. See, it's different. They have Zona A, Zona B, Zona C. They have Zone A, Zone B, and Zone C. They've already broken that down into sectors. And then you have Distrito Federal, like District Federal, Mexico City, DF Mexico, Distrito Federal, and that's like a coordinated zone in Mexico too. Like, governments have tried all kinds of stuff to try and brand their land, so to say, if that makes any sense. So many crooks, not enough time. Sector states, what's the difference? Yeah, and then credits, Swissy is in a bit of a dilemma right now. Jefe Salcero says, Viva Mexico. Yeah, maybe take a trip to Mexico. I don't even know anymore what to do, take a trip on it anymore. The problem is they have to have the FAA. What they're pushing for is to have one pilot on board, and I think there was a problem with the flight last week where one of the pilots were rendered unconscious. You could look it up, guys, and maybe tell me in the comments. One of the pilots was rendered unconscious and had a heart attack, and the other co-pilot had to land the plane emergency landing. This was last week, if I'm right with the time. And that happened. And now the FAA, or they're trying to push through the FAA to have one pilot on board because they can't afford to pay multiple pilots. Before, you used to have a pilot, a co-pilot, and then you used to have a flight engineer. You used to have a flight engineer on so you have the pilot, the co-pilot in the front. Then the flight engineer would sit on the side in the cockpit, but on the side. And the flight engineer would be making sure everything's running tickety-boo and making sure that the pilots don't have to look. Now they want to have one pilot, right? Yeah, BlackRock's in trouble too, yeah. We talked about that quite a bit, actually. And BlackRock, again, they're severely over-leveraged. They're taking on too much risk. Puerto Vallarta is nice this time of year. The EPA released soil samples from the Ohio today, hundreds of times over the safe level for dioxins. Aren't the EPA the same pieces of crap that told the first responders in 9/11, the Environmental Protection Agency, yeah, the same pieces of crap that told the first responders on 9/11, oh, it's all good, you could go in there and save lives, don't worry about it, it's safe, it's safer than, WestJet is months away from serious trouble. Evergrande is China's BlackRock. That's correct, Lord Humongous. Know anyone having kids since the vax? Seems like pregnancy has stopped. Actually, my wife's sister just had a kid, like a few weeks ago. Mike Martins, you should duplicate your live chat on Rumble. I don't know how to do that. I don't know, Grant, how to do that on my phone. I'm just on my phone here. There's probably a way to do that. I'll look into that. I will. We are Legion, says Vigilant Patriot Media. I know a pure blood pilot, but he is living with his mom and can't find a pilot job. Interesting. So basically somebody that's actually okay, I understand. So somebody that's actually fit for the job won't be getting the job. Okay, I understand. I never fly with one pilot dropping like flies. They cover up for corporations. Yeah, Lord. Pilots only land and take off. Is autopilot. Baby can cruise at 35,000. Says Paula. I watched the video on the channel of Lauren Lynn Thompson with the pilot, and he said they're going to be one pilot each flight. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about, right? Because I know there was an emergency landing like not long ago. Check times for laying eggs due to feed issues 77777. Thank you, everyone. 07. How's the battery life on my phone? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Let me. Oh, I got a lot of battery. Okay, Purebloods hit 7 in the chat. Oh, that's where the 7's coming from. I think most of us are. I think most of us are on here are purebloods. I don't think. I mean, if you've been watching Mike in the Night since 2017, 2018, you should be a pure. I mean, if you've been following this channel for that long, you should be a pureblood, right? Beam me up, Mr. Scott says, "Hey, Mike and people." Yeah, Paula is from. I am from Brampton. Terrible place to live. I lived there many years ago, eons ago, maybe 20 plus years ago now, maybe 25 years ago. I lived there. We moved from Toronto. From Toronto, we moved to Brampton, and it was predominantly a Portuguese area. And then, I don't know, after 5 months living there, I just moved to Mexico for 2 years. Someone's saying I grew up there. And property tax there is crazy. Property tax in Brampton, Ontario is the craziest. I've never heard of property tax like that. Oh, Kevin Thompson. Kevin Thompson got kidnapped by the FBI. Okay, hopefully we can get Kevin Thompson back on. You shouldn't fall into that. That's a divide. I don't go Tesco tent would be better. I didn't go Tesco, LOL. Kevin probably bought a condo and went broke. Let's go Brampton. Kevin was a good man. I remember we used to do trends in the housing market like in 2015, 2014. We were discussing, you know, trends in the housing and how basically middle class is basically getting screwed over by money laundering from China. Your thoughts on dating a non... Hey guys, I want to ask you something. A friend and I are thinking of launching a pure blood website, like dating app, and making friends too. It doesn't have to be dating. You can make friends or find people in your local area that don't believe, you know, in what's going on. Would you guys ever sign up for something like that? So someone says, "Hi Mike, good day. It was to go see my daughter." Woohoo! So, yeah, but you see, John Ming has a good question. How can you verify that they are pure blood, right? Do it, Mike. Yes, yes. My next door neighbor was Portuguese. Did he end up getting deported back to Portugal? Because they did that to a lot of Portuguese back in 07, 08, and 09. Great idea for purebloods needing to date. We have those dating groups in Quebec. Is beat me up, Mr. Scott? Is that Ghost Afro Dude? The Ghost Afro Dude, I think it's called, on Odyssey. Is that you? Looks like you have the same avatar. Wait till 2024 and see who is still alive. Yeah, you could do that. You could just wait out the wait out game. Nope, it's not Ghost Afro dude. Sorry, man. Good night. So who's leaving here? Jackie's leaving. Have a good one. Different dude. Yeah. Pilots must. Yeah. So this is the problem. Like pilots are having a. They want to mandate one pilot per plane. I wouldn't. How do you get on a plane with one pilot? Again, back in the day, it was a pilot, a co-pilot, and a flight engineer. Did I say that right? Yeah, a flight engineer. And the engineer, again, would do most of the tracking and the systeming and the mapping and all that stuff, making sure everything's kosher. And I guess, yeah, see, they try to automate this shit so much so that pilots are not needed. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be with anybody that has been juiced. Yeah. Yep, that's how bad it is. That's how bad. My neighbor got the juice. Now he's dying of cancer and was in perfect health, says the next journey. Mike, buy me a coffee. It works for me. Olá, Mike, tudo bem? Viva Portugal, says Edson Correa in the comments. Yeah, so here it is, guys. I'm in Penticton, British Columbia, just here at the hotel, doing on the road Mike of the Night for you guys. And I just wanted to touch base with you guys. We'll be back on Rumble Wednesday night, Rumble. So get over to Rumble and subscribe to me, please, Mike Martin's channel. And we'll do our proper Mike of the Night with Collins and stuff and kind of talk. If Trump becomes president, he will just print unlimited money. Turbo cancer, the new heart attack. Yeah, turbo cancer is a big deal. And I did a video a few weeks back about young men in their early 30s and late 20s and early 30s dying of colon cancer, being diagnosed with it, and then within within weeks of, maybe days, 2 weeks, days to a week, finding they have it, they die. Turbo cancer is huge in Scotland, says Crosshatch. I think the level of growth was taxed as opposed to basic income numbers. It keeps moving here. It would be more fair to keep the economic turmoil at a minimum. I like Penticton, nice little city. Yeah, it's really nice here. It's clean, it's organized, people are driving motorcycles around. It's so nice. Trump going to jail, I heard. Yeah, Tuesday, terça-feira. Mates is going to jail. He'll be going to jail. Most people remain blissfully unaware. They're killing us a bunch of ways. Mike, why didn't you just stream on Rumble from your phone? I could do that. I can stream on Rumble from my phone. I couldn't even stream on Rumble from a computer, and I'm going to do it from a phone. I didn't know that. Well, I don't know. I don't have. Well, okay, guys, I'm on Rumble, so if you guys want to, this live stream is gonna just duplicate there, because everything I put up on YouTube duplicates on Rumble, right? Musk told the Air Force that the fighter pilots are over. I've been sick for a month. Person tried telling me it was because I wasn't thinking good thoughts. Yeah, you are what you think. I know it is. You are what you eat, but you are what you think. And if you're always miserable, you're always going to be feeling like shit. I'm telling you. I went to the anti-mandate protest last year and anti-war protest this year. My 47-year-old brother has cancer, and yeah, sorry to hear that, bud. I know of 5 close to family, all over 50, under 60, previously okay. Wow. BlackRock wants to buy credits. Suisse. Trump still thinks he is president. Trump will open up an oil spigot to bring back the petrodollar back to its value, says Henry S. "40 years of a wonderful Portuguese neighbor and wife made such good bakery bread, pies, and cakes. Love, Auntie Judy." 2 insolvent banks. BlackRock wasn't East Palestine. Oh, Hell's Angels. Yeah. So we talked about what was going to happen with the land grab, the Ohio land grab, 4 or 5 nights ago, breaking it down and kind of looking at, basically buying the land for chump change now, buying that land because there's 97,000 privately owned, private sector, family-owned farms in that area of Ohio. So that's a lot of private sector, private families that could feed a good chunk of America if they had to. They had to put a stop to that. They had to put a stop to families. They had to put a stop, America's done for the currency when crypto. Squirrelable is covering all those names, etc. Great time to be alive. What are you going to do with that contaminant? There's things you could do with it. Trust me. Trump did the lockdown. Ohio, East Palestine has Snake Mountain that is said to be an old ritual place, dynasty that lived here long ago. Also hearing people moving to Severus Credit Union since it's pointless because most banks are going to go digital currency, trying into the digital ID. Someone's saying we got the Trump bots up in here. Crypto won't do much good with no electricity. See, Lord Humongous is always on top of shit, man. That poke was coming. Regardless who is in office. Yep, that poke was waiting and ready for 2009. Just like the American Civil War. That American Civil War, yeah, a bunch of states in the South seceded and became the Confederate States of America. Yes. But they actually postponed World War I. You know that, guys? They were supposed to, be a big war in Europe, and they actually postponed it until America got its shit together. You know that, right? And they had a president in there, Woodrow Wilson, to make sure everything went as planned before they sparked off World War I. Why do you think Woodrow Wilson's platform, when he was out campaigning for presidency of America, why do you think he was saying no war with Europe? We want nothing to do with Europe. We don't want you, Europe. Europe's problems are not our problems. Why do you think he did that? He had to. And then what did they do? They drag America into the war. They had to. So all these things are all happening not by chance. It's because it's all by plan. Right? 256 text, only why to make it easily to ingest machines. Social media was necessary for the poke to launch. Yeah, you needed a good sound social media, and you needed to be able to disenfranchise family members and cut people off and block them on social media and create the see, there's a lot of natural immunity deniers out there, folks. I don't know if you guys know this. Natural immunity deniers are everywhere. You see, I don't deny my natural immunity that God gave me. I don't deny it one bit. But there's a lot of people that deny their own natural immunity. And it's a normal thing, folks. Right? Garbage, stand up to the banks just say no. I say no. United non-compliance. Right? Who was the fella who lives via Chase? Chase. I can't. then where you guys gonna put the money then? Under your mattress, man. Buy stuff off your neighbors. Find farmers markets. You'll still eat. Hundreds of billions in illicit trade is done in cash all of the world, and governments get a big slice of it. Yeah, like to purchase oil, for a country to purchase oil, it needs to purchase American currency in turn to purchase its oil, right? And that's why they call it the petrodollar, right? So, and you're allowed to purchase the currency in actually hard currency. Countries purchase hard currency. A lot of countries purchase hard currency all the time. Mainly American currency is one of the biggest purchased currencies in the world. Okay, put your money under the mattress. Your money get robbed and your house get burned. Funny how the conspiracy theorists have been more right than wrong. You might get the sniffles. No. What else we got here? Wow, got over 100 people watching Mike in the Night tonight. We'll get back to our regular slated programming, guys, this Wednesday. And I'm just enjoying this time here with you guys here outside my hotel here in Penticton, BC. Conspiracy theory versus conspiracy analyst. An open source software has been erased. Silver and gold paper will litter the streets. 139 watching and 86 likes. That's a new percentage record. Newer gens are fearful as F. Easily manipulated. Thumbs up. The Van Dan in the house. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like this video. Share it if you want. Oh, there's what? I could plug something in. There's a plug here too. Look at this, guys. There's a plug here. I could plug in the phone. I could sit out here in the parking lot of the hotel and talk with you guys and stuff. All right. New gens voted for Basement Joe. I don't think that guy got 8 million votes, man. That stuff is all staged, man. All of it. Just like Macron. That piece of crap. That piece of crap. They were protesting against him in 2017, 2018, 2019 with the Gilles de Jean, and that piece of crap got reelected a few months back. You telling me? Give me a break. Same thing with Netanyahu, the prime minister. That guy was supposed to be going to jail 6-7 months ago, but apparently the prime witness that was supposed to testify against him died in a plane crash mysteriously 6 months ago. That was supposed to testify against him. But he's in power now. Well, he's a selected power. These people don't, you know what I mean? Okay, who else is out there? It's all fixed. What about the Brazil? Fixed. All of it's fixed. Everything, none of it's real. They won't allow legit elections anymore. To have a one world government, you need the one world on board, right? They're going to have a lot of problems with African countries. African countries don't want any part of this, and African countries don't have nothing to gain from this. So they don't want nothing to do with this. So they have a problem. Oh, we got Black Powder Bill in the house. What's up, buddy? Go to blackpowderbill.com. Carl G is saying bingo. No, I think someone else says something else. Netanyahu wants America to crumble down and blow in the wind. Mike in the Night live from a parking lot near you. We did it in Colombia. The governor of California should go to jail. Oh, that gruesome Newsom? We talk more about this on Odyssey and Rumble when we're not heavily censored on here, and we go into those people. And the people from The View? Oh my God. I live in DC, and the majority, 500,000, did vote for his lame ass. Guatemala. Not much going on, Mark? Netanyahu has never been an ally of the United States. A hotel parking lot. This is a hotel parking lot, folks. You know what? I was supposed to do this on my balcony, but my balcony light was the only one that's not working in the whole building. I felt like, damn. I can imagine the government town like DC will always support the status quo. Ukraine will be the new Jerusalem. He is friends with Lucky Larry Silverstein, 9/11. Guys, do you remember that 9/11 video, Follow the Money I did? Follow the Money video I made in 2012? 2013, Follow the Money, Follow the Money. And it kept repeating, Follow the Money. Silverstein, insure the banks, follow the money. Silverstein now connected with, I forgot what the insurance company was, with the other family, and the other family connected this, follow the money. I don't know if you guys remember that video. They ended up deleting that video too. Okay, who else is there? Mike, thanks for taking the time out for a great show tonight so far. Yeah, no, you know, I'm just chilling here. What more can I say? Top billing. What more can I say? Silverstein collected $4 billion on 3K dead Americans. That's right. And yeah, we talked about how the buildings were insured and double and triple insured, and they knew that it was going to cost too much to level those buildings and rebuild them, right? I wish I was there with you, buddy, says Marcel. Yeah, go to the bar over here with me. There's a bar right here in the hotel. I had already 4 people ask me if I was going to go in and get a drink. We need forensic financial audits on all the political parties. We have a Smurf problem in Canada. Oh, Canada's finished, man. If you go back and start looking at the paper trail, and it's not a hard one to follow. It gets really dark, and it gets really, I'm talking the top 3 layers or 4 layers of government are all entirely, fully corrupt. You could throw in the mainstream media in there, and you could throw in other levels of government that you never thought would turn against their own people. Like, look at our healthcare system. It's totally falling apart here in Canada. It's an absolute joke. And people are scared. I talked to a few people today. I asked them, you know, I'm scared to go to the hospital. And they looked at me and they said, yeah, me too. I don't want to go to the hospital. I think Carl G's leaving right now. It's Carl with a K. Oh yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning, man. Yeah, he's in Ireland. All right, I'll see you next time, Carl. Look at the tarot card tower off Babel. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're right about that. Who else is here tonight? We got Crosshatch. We got Grant Bennett. So know your oppressors, for they are the ones you cannot criticize. The small hats. It would have been okay if it was just those criminals. Yep. True, lots of cops and firefighters are cleaning staff, etc. Not all bankers. I want to know when we are going to start holding people accountable like Trudeau and Freeland and others. You know, Freeland came out, it's in our community section there on YouTube, where she said, oh, Canadians have nothing to worry. Their banking system is sound and protected. And, when someone comes out and says something like that's a pathological liar, you got yourself a major problem. So Stephen Sewell is sending us a link here of sudden fall live on air. Steven, if you could tell us what's happening there, because I'm not at the studio tonight. I'm on the road. All wars are bankers' wars. It's all about the power. If someone could tell us what's happening in that video there. And I heard Freelander is sleeping with Mr. Castro. Weather reported dropped on live TV. Oh, a weather reporter. Another one bites the dust. News reporter collapsed. Thanks, Stephen. What was it? Was it a Western media, or was it like Latin American? Was it from Portuguese America? Was it from Europe somewhere? Yeah. People are dropping like flies. I saw that. CBS. Los Angeles. Okay. CBS affiliate Los Angeles, NBC. Yeah, and then they want one pilot per plane. Mama Fangul. One pilot per plane, my ass. They're making it so... They just... These elites, or the wannabe elites, or the wannabe people in control, have this fascination with making us... I don't know how to say this. They have this incredibly big fascination with not making us want to travel anywhere. We're still on Earth. It's not like we're leaving to another planet. So we got... So you're just gonna ignore me? Los Angeles. Guys, I can't read all the comments at the same time because sometimes... yeah, the John Wick actor, 60 years old, died suddenly. I saw him too. He was from The Wire. Remember that, guys? He was on The Wire. Oh, thanks for thumbing up the video, guys. Wow, I got 100 likes. That's good. 145 watching. Get the likes up. It's good to see you guys here tonight on Mike in the Night. Here, maybe I should turn around and just do it this way. It looks like I'm like somewhere of importance here. The parking lot of the hotel. For Mike in the Night, reporting. Hey, guys, it's me. But I want to look around like suspiciously. It's me. For Mike in the Night. And I'm in a parking lot in a hotel. And I'm going to give you some advice tonight. U.S. criminal previous charges to be removed from record right now. At least he's not in a haunted parking structure. The doom spiral. Bank soon. Lock up here. Watch what's going to happen, guys. And I told you guys at the beginning of the show. Watch what's going to happen. Tomorrow's going to be Sunday here in the northwestern hemisphere, here in the northwest. It's going to be, well, time zone. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. our time, Sunday. It's going to be Monday. During the day, Australia, New Zealand, the Nikkei in Japan. Watch those markets tomorrow when they open on Sunday our time. You're going to see what's going to happen. You're going to see what I'm talking about. I hope I'm wrong, but they might halt trading. That's how bad it's going to get. Next week is Armageddon, says Tinker. It's 4:34 Sunday now, says Crosshatch. Mike, I have never seen the Northern Lights. Mike, have you ever seen the Northern Lights? Maybe. I can't remember. Where could you see? Can you see them from? You have to. Where do you have to be to see them again? Maybe I have. 5 banks in a week downed by feds. Says Black Powder Bill. We got to get Black Powder Bill on the show too. We got to get Supreme Cannon back on the show too. We got to get crosshatches in Scotland. I have $1. What? I have a buck. I have $1. Should I count it all before the dollar collapses? ASX Stock Exchange, Australian ASX, the Australian Stock Exchange. Take a look at that tomorrow, Sunday our time around, I don't know, like 5 p.m. Sunday, 5 p.m. our time here. Start looking at the ASX tomorrow. I mean, Sunday our time, which is Monday morning in Australia. Watch the ASX, okay? If banks shut down, stores will not open. Yeah, I guess debits will be on the fritz. Used to go fishing in Lake Ontario at night. Northern Lights pretty much all summer. Okay, I think I know what it is. If Bitcoin collapses by $100, buy at $100 if Bitcoin collapses. 7 to 10 peak years. What else? There are Northern Lights and Southern Lights. It's something to do with the Earth's magnetic field. That's right, Supreme Cannon. The cracks are starting to show in the mainstream. Yeah, it's falling apart. We said we're winning. Remember 7-8 weeks ago, Mike of the Night? I got Supreme Cannon on. I think the Raven was on, and Raven said, no, we're not winning. They have us. It's the gig is up, man. The jig is up. Is it the jig is up or the gig is up? It's a game over, man. It's done, man. It's over. Everybody, what are they going to do now? Put Donald Trump in jail now. That's what they're going to do. Put him in jail. That's going to solve 1,000 problems. You can only put him in jail once, people. And when that's done, what's the next distraction? Yeah, the view with Whoopi Goldberg and and then Rachel Madcow and all those other people. They're going to have a field day with it for a week or two. And then once that week or two goes by, it's game over. Then what's the next distraction? What are they going to do, right? Jefe Salcero saying smoke 2 joints in the morning. Until the chemtrails stop, we are still losing. I understand that. I understand. But in a sense that we know, Starship Enterprise, we know the chemtrails are spraying. We know. That's the key. The fact that they're doing it and we know, not a good thing. Not a good thing for them. Right? Time for bug out bags. Marijuana cigarettes good for barter. Yeah. So that is definitely something. New Zealand announced quietly that they will open a BRICS bank. Yeah. So the BRICS bank is what the Portuguese did back during the time of trade. They had all these countries joined under a big banking system, and other countries in the West, the Dutch, the French, the English, the Germans, did not like a gold-backed currency internationally trade with actual commodities and goods. So they had to shut the Portuguese Empire down real quick in a heartbeat. Right? Angola had the oil, Mozambique had the natural gas, Brazil had the wood and gold. They had it made. East Timor is foothold into Asia. Macau and China with the casinos. The Portuguese had a powerful empire and trading ports in Nagasaki and in India. But they're just rehashing that. They're re-bringing that back. Without the Portuguese, though, right? Because that's just how it works, right? Just seen your post with the Flintstones vitamins. That was great, dude. I took them as well. Everyone took that stuff, man. God, guns, gold, grub, and your girl. Get on your rocket and kiss your butt bye-bye. Anyways, guys, I'm coming into an hour and a half out here, and I'm going to go in and check on my family here. But I wanted to touch base with you guys and just let you guys know that I'm okay and that we're here. I'm here in Penticton parking lot. The parking lot. And good to hear and see from you guys, and see you guys in the comments. And I'm gonna go into the bar and I'm gonna get a wild turkey neat. Yeah, Mike in the night, Lord Humongous. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Take care, Stephen Sewell. Straight up, you like, good night. Serious commentator, good night. Smitty, good night. Supreme Cannon, Marcel, peace, peace, peace. All truth and freedom. Have a good night. Beam me up, Scotty. So many people. Talk to you later, Black Powder Bill. Yeah, guys, go over to Rumble and subscribe to me there if you don't mind. And we're going to go live on Wednesday for you guys, okay? Anyways, from Penticton, British Columbia, Mike Martins here, signing off from Mike in the Night. What episode is this? 489 or 490? 489 or whatever? I have spoken.